Dear students, grade 10, welcome to your new lesson today. It's about listening and speaking. I need to make a point first before I start our lesson. In the lessons that we have in this unit, they are connected like a chain. So you have to be careful to attend the first lesson, then the second, and the third. Don't miss the other lessons. Okay? Okay. The outcomes of this lesson, inshallah, hopefully that you will be able, dear students, to interpret new vocabulary related to climate change and listen to a script and state your answers. We have plenty of listening today, inshallah. Read more about how to reduce carbon footprint. You have taken this in the previous lesson. That's what I told you. It's like a chain. And select phrases for and against an argument. Okay. I need you to take your books with you now. You will need both of them, the course book, okay, the class book, sorry, and the skills book. Both of them you will need together. Let's start. Without further ado, let's start our lesson today. So open page 18, class book, page 18, activity number 1. Okay. Ahmed, would you please read the rubric? Okay. Read and choose. Look at the vocabulary below. Read the definitions and choose the correct definition, A or B. You have only 2 choices for each word. Number 1, policy. Is it A? What does it mean, policy? Okay, is it a set of ideas officially agreed by a group of business or government? A new law? Okay. Emission. What is emission? Responsibility to regulate. Number 5, consumer. Number 6, eco-friendly. Now, I want you to quickly answer the questions here in our game, which will start in a minute. We have only 500 participants who can participate in the quiz. So make sure that you be quick. Write the code here, then your name, and let's start. Come on, are you sleeping? The code is 493647. Let's just wait for some participants. They arrived. Welcome. Until they are complete, okay, we have the questions here until they complete them. So you have to choose only one for each word, okay, one choice, A or B. You have only 2 choices in the two choices. Come on, guys, let's be quick so we can start. Still 250 players we'll need. I told you no nicknames, please. Just write your name. Okay. So until the number is ready, where is it? Eco-friendly, number 6. Number 6, what does it mean, eco-friendly? Is it A, something that does not produce greenhouse gases? You have studied greenhouse gases in the previous lesson, which are related to your daily activities. Or B, something that has been designed not to damage the environment. Bigger, not to damage the environment. In this unit, we are taking care of our environment, by the way. Okay, to regulate, it's a verb. Be careful with the nouns or verbs or adjectives. So number 1, number 2, 3 are nouns. Also number 5. Whereas number 4 is a verb, to regulate. Is it to control something or to stop something? Number 6 is an adjective, eco-friendly. Eco-friendly. From the name, I think you can guess the meaning here. Okay, so I think we should go straight to blade. Okay, let's start our live game because we don't have time. Please be quick, dear students. Be careful with the questions. Okay. So number 1, policy. Is it ideas, set of ideas officially agreed by a group, business, or government, or is it a new law? It's a policy. Okay. Number 2, emission. The act of releasing gas, heat, or light, or the act of burning fossil fuels. It's fossil, by the way, it's not fossil. Fossil fuels. Question 3, responsibility. Is it something that you are paid money to deal with, or something that is your job or duty to deal with? Paid or your job, your work, your task, duty to deal with. Number 4, to regulate. Is it to control something or to stop something? There is a difference between controlling and stopping. Okay. Number 5, consumer. You are a consumer when you go outside. You consume things. So is it a person who sells some goods or services, or a person who buys goods or services for their own use? So when you go outside, do you sell or you buy? And last question, eco-friendly. Is it something that does not produce greenhouse gases, or something that has been designed not to damage the environment? Which one is it? Okay. So while you are playing, let's see your accuracy. You have 600 questions correct, whereas, okay, approximately 70% accuracy, which is good. Question 1, policy, 120 extra. Okay. This is a problem. We'll have a problem here. Okay, guys, let's see the answers. So number 1, policy, it's a set of ideas officially agreed by a group of business or government. Emission is the act of releasing gas, heat, or light. انبعاث. Responsibility is something that it's your job, your duty to do it or to deal with it. To regulate, to control something, to regulate from regulations. Okay, consumer, it's you when you go outside, you buy goods or services for their own. Eco-friendly is something that has been designed not to damage the environment. Okay, now we go to our straight to the debate. What is a debate, guys? As you can see from the pictures, the debate, it's about a topic. Some arguing for this topic and some arguing against this topic. We call debate. It could be two persons or two groups or even communities. Now, okay, Salwa, could you read? Rubric number 2, listen and choose. You are going to listen to some grade 10 students having a debate. Listen and identify the topic of the debate. What is the topic? We need only the topic. Be careful. Governments alone cannot stop global warming, or governments are responsible for stopping global warming, or governments should do more to stop global warming. Which one is correct according to the debate? And be careful in the listening. You will listen only one time, please. Only one time. Come on. Again. Good. Okay, 2.3. Just a minute. Okay, now listen.
Listening 2.3. Okay, class. Today we will be having a debate. Many people think governments should do more to stop global warming. So the topic of the debate is governments are responsible for stopping global warming. Team 1 will be arguing for this statement, and Team 2 will be arguing against this statement.
Seems we have a technical problem here, so it's okay here. Let's move to our next lesson, next slide. So sorry about that, guys. It happens all the time. So the answer is the governments are responsible for stopping global warming. Governments are responsible for stopping global warming. We'll make sure that the next listening is on, inshallah. Okay, let's now here go to activity number 3, page 18. We're still on page 18. Go to activity number 3. Activity number 3. Read the statements 1 to 6. As you can see here, the statements. Okay, are the arguments for? It's be careful here. We're not talking about true or false. We're talking about for or against. Are the arguments for or against the topic of the debate? Write if for the arguments for and choose and to write A for arguments against the topic. Here we have arguments. Number 1, we need new policies and laws to control global warming. Number 2, people are unlikely to change their habits. Number 3, governments have a responsibility to educate people about climate change. Number 4, many people cannot afford to buy products that are more eco-friendly. Number 5, saving the planet is more important than money. Number 6, individual people have to take more responsibility and change their habits. Okay. Now, let's go to our listening. Listen, then write the answers here. Then I want to see your answers. We play the quiz later on, inshallah.
Listening 2.4.
We believe that governments are responsible for stopping global warming. Governments can make new laws and policies to regulate greenhouse gas emissions. If our governments do not do this, businesses and the public will not change their habits.
I am sorry, but I disagree. In our opinion, individuals are responsible for stopping global warming. We all have to take responsibility and change our habits to reduce greenhouse gases. We can't rely on governments alone.
I see your point, but if governments do not make changes, it is unlikely that people will change their habits. For example, we know that single-use plastics are bad, but people still use them. This will only change if governments ban single-use plastics.
You are right to some extent, but we believe that governments have a responsibility to educate people so that they realize how serious the situation is. There is research to show that many people are not aware how serious global warming is.
That is a good point, but what about businesses? Industries are responsible for approximately 29% of greenhouse gas emissions. This could be reduced if governments take action.
That's true, but if consumers only use eco-friendly companies, businesses will change and become more eco-friendly.
You are absolutely right. However, eco-friendly options are often more expensive. Many people cannot afford them.
I understand, but money is not as important as saving the planet. We have to make better choices.
Okay, there were some great points from both sides. Let's finish up. Can each team please summarize their arguments?
To sum up, we believe that governments are responsible for stopping global warming. The other team made some very good points, and we agree with many of them. However, we do not believe people will change their lifestyles unless governments change laws and policies.
In our opinion, individuals, not governments, are responsible for stopping global warming. Governments are not doing enough to solve the problem, so individual people must take action.
Okay, we are done with the listening. Now, let's see your answers. Can you please quickly write your answers here as quick as possible? Okay, just I'll give only 1 minute for the code. Only 1 minute, please. Then we start it because we are running out of time now. The code is 509842. Muhammad Nasri. Okay. Now, while listening to the debate, you can see the idea of the debate. Two groups are talking about a topic. One group is for that topic, their arguments are for that topic. and the other group are against or is against that topic in the debate. So while listening, I'm sure that you found out the answers for these, the arguments that are written here. 6 arguments are for or against, just F or. Okay. Okay, let's start quickly. Okay, let's see now. We need new policies and laws to control global warming. F means for, A means against. Here the question: people are unlikely to change their habits. Governments have a responsibility to educate people. They are responsible to educate people about climate change, to tell them, to inform them, to tell them what to do also. Okay, many people cannot afford to buy or buying products that are eco-friendly. Cannot buy, cannot afford. They don't have the budget, the enough budget to do so. Saving the planet is more important than saving money. Do you agree? Some will say no. Some will say yes. And now the last one, individual people have to take more responsibility and change their habits. Change their habits to save the environment. Okay. No. Now, let's see your answers here. The correct answers are as follow. We need new policies and laws that are by the which group? Group which is for the topic. For argumenting for the topic. Number 1, number 2, number 4. About number 3 and 5 and 6, they are against the topic. So you can see that. We'll see your answers later, inshallah. Now, we are done here. Okay, good. Let's see now. Now, go to the next book, the skills book, page 16, okay? Open skills book, page 16. Activity number 1. Omar, read the rubric, please. Omar, read the instructions. Number 1. Okay, teacher. Listen and complete. Listen to some extracts from the debate from page 18 of the class book. Complete the expressions in the useful language box below. Okay. I think here you can guess the meaning, but I need you to write. Here I give you a quiz, but I need you to write about the arguments. Just one word. Introducing an opinion. When you introduce your opinion or argument, what do you say? We, what, that, or in our, what? When you're agreeing with an opinion, argument, that's true. I see your, that's a good point. You are absolutely what? Okay, disagreeing with an opinion, argument. When you disagree, when you are not, when you don't agree with him, I am sorry, but I, what? It's from the language here. You are right to some extent, but you will hear these things, answers in the listening test script now. Just 40 seconds. Can't hear anything? go to 2.5. Still. This link is not working here on this lab. Let's play it again. Okay. Engineer. Is it? Can't find it here.